Hey everybody, Chris here, coming to show you some more yard sale, thrift store, flea market finds. It's actually going to be like a first half of a two-part kind of video. I'm actually preparing some stuff to send off to Amazon, and I'm just kind of running out of room, but I got a bunch of stuff that I also wanted to send. I just wanted to show it to you guys. So there'll probably be more after this little group of stuff. So let's just get started. Flea market, got a Sega Genesis for $8. Came with some sports games that are, I think they're way up there. Um, yeah, $8. I only bought it because I needed an RF cable, and I've had Genesis games I haven't been able to test for a while. Managed to get those tested out and working. Got a little Sony radio for 50 cents. I think it goes for about 15-20. Got a Rock Candy Wii controller. I think this was in the last video, the video before. Paid $2 for this. Sold one for 12 before, so probably get 12 for this. Got some Polaroid film sealed with that one step right there at this like little flea market in my town. I think I paid $3 for it all. Right there, I got a PS2. I paid $2 for it at a yard sale. It was no wires, no controllers, but I have tons of that lying around. Xbox 360, paid $22 for that. Came with a controller and the power cord. No HDMI or AV, but again, I have HDMI cables. Got a little Polaroid there. I paid $7 at the flea market for. You know, those are usually about $60. I think they're on the lower end right now, but I'm just gonna wait till Christmas. They'll probably be selling for about 80. Got a white DS. I think I got like Sonic and something else. I paid $20. Get about 40 for that. Got those two Game Boys, the two Game Boy Advance SPs and the Game Boy Color, Mario Deluxe and Pokemon Fire Red for 75, I think. Probably make that back on Mario and one of the SPs. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have the label, so I don't know if this is an AGS 101 or not. I'll have to compare it because I think this one actually is. I also got Mega Man Battle Network 2 and King of Fighters 95, as well as it's like a copy of NBA Street 2. It's on the bottom there. I paid 15 for that. Mega Man's already sold for 25. Probably get like $10 for NBA Street and probably about 10 or 12 for King of Fighters. Then I got a Metroid Zero Mission for $3. I think that'll go for about 25, 30 maybe. It's all flea market stuff. I got this with the DS. It's a Wavebird, no receiver though, with the Game Boy Color, a worm light, and link cable. Link cable is usually about $10. Worm light's about 15-20. Show you the other Polaroids. I got an Impulse for 2. It's this one right here. I got a Sun for I think 2. I got a One Step Express Green for 3 at a yard sale, and I got a One Step Close Up. I think this was also at that little flea market, and that I paid a dollar for. And then right there, a Super Nintendo. Came 2 controllers and the power cord, no RF cable, but I thankfully have a few extras. Paid 25 for that. Also came with some posters and stuff. And then just a stack of games and some movies in here as well. Battle for Middle Earth, I got that at the flea market for $4. I'll go for about 25. Wii Sports, I think I paid 2 at a garage sale. Yu-Gi-Oh! I paid 3 for. It actually was in a Resident Evil 4 case, and I just happened to have a Duelist of the Roses case. So I just swapped it out. This is what I got with the DS, NBA Street Volume 2. And I got really lucky, went to a yard sale, asked if they had games. He came out. About half of the games were in the cases. It was a bummer. Some of them weren't. I think it was like Double Dash, a couple Pokemon games. But the ones I did get, pretty good. So we got Simpsons Hit and Run. Actually, I think I got a disc-only Simpsons Hit and Run, which I don't know where that is. So this one actually came from somewhere else, some other yard sale, I think. This is what I got with the DS, and then yeah, this is what I got at that one yard sale I mentioned. Mario Party 7, Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, Mario Galaxy, Bully, Middle Earth I got at a different yard sale for $2. Same one I got the PS2 at. Super Smash Bros. Brawl came in that first one. Different copies since then sitting around for PS2. This one only goes for about 10, where GameCube usually goes for about 20. Star Fox Adventures, this is another one from that other sale I mentioned. Black Ops and NBA Street Volume 2. And then some movies. I got this with, oh yeah, up here, there's a couple games. There's Batman Arkham City Escape, the board game. I got that at Salvation Army for $20. Goes for about 40. I definitely have to FBA it though, or I'm gonna lose money in shipping. And on top of that, I got that at a like small yard sale at some dance place. Life Twists and Turns sealed. That's $2. Get about 60 for that, and I got Ponyo for $1, which $8 or $9. I already have a Blu-ray of it, so. And then at that small flea market I mentioned earlier, these were actually all in a slipcase, but the slipcase didn't have shrink wrap, but I could sell them individually as new, but not the whole thing together as new. So yeah, five Godzilla movies. One of them is Rodan. I think 3 of them go for only about $5, but I think Rodan and I think it was maybe Terror Mechagodzilla go for about 30 or 40. Yeah, that's it. So stay tuned for more. Got just a kind of ton of stuff from Saturday and a little bit during the week. So let's just get into it. Down here, show you these iPods first. Paid $1 for this at a yard sale. Works great. Should get about 40. Paid $2 for this one and this one at another yard sale. I think this one's 16 gigs, so it goes for about 60, maybe 70. And same 1 gig on this, go about 40. Got a DS Lite at Savers in a bag. Came with all these games, pack picks, a bunch of those Imagine games. You're Smarter Than a 5th Grader, Sally's Salon, this is board games, Hannah Montana, Big Brain Academy. It also has, I think, Animal Crossing, Wild World is in there. It came with that. Got a couple multi-view calculators, TI-34 and TI-30XS. These are about $10 each. Paid $1 for each of them. Over here, got an Apple mouse, which I'm gonna keep. Use with my laptop. It comes with the battery cover. Paid $2 at the yard sale for that. Got a PSP and a Super Nintendo. I had another sale for $30. Almost got a Game Boy Color as well, but they wanted to keep it even though it looked kind of rough. Haven't tested this yet, but usually they sell these for about $65, $70. I think it's the PSP 1000. Super Nintendo, about the same, $65, $70 on that. Got a little Logitech mouse at Goodwill. Paid $2 for that. I think this one goes for about 30 or 40 right now. Got a few Wii's. I think they all came from yard sales. I don't think I paid too much for any of them, but most of them came with a ton of games. I think I paid $45 for one with a giant stack of games, and I think I paid $30 for another with another big stack of games. The black one, I think it came with like just a few games. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it also came with all these wires, bunch of controllers, just a whole mess I have to go through later. Got a Power Rangers sword at yard sale, 50 cents. Goes for about anywhere from 20 to 50 depending on condition. This one's probably around the $30 range. It's got some peeled stickers. And go back there to these board games. Got Pirateer in the Tube, which I've never seen before. Looks like it goes for about 40, 50. Not really sure if it will sell for that. Usually a copy sells for about 22 to 25 in the box. It's a nice little version of it. Might actually play it for once. Then got a bunch of games at Savers. Got Diplomacy. This isn't really a very valuable one. I think it's about a $15, $20 version. Axis and Allies Europe with a pretty beat up box. These are all $3.99. I'll just go through all the ones I got at one place. Got Risk Godstorm. Tsuro of the Sea, which I might give a go. Carcassonne, Acquire, which is not the greatest version to look out for, but this one's coming up a little bit in price. I think it might finally be out of print. It's looking about 30 to 35 right now. An older 3M or Avalon Hill version usually goes for about 40. And then from videos forever ago, that 1999 version, I think I sold for 180. Finally. Got Cranium Disney Family Edition. I only grabbed that because it's in shrink wrap. Should get about 25. I'll probably end up FBAing it. And then a copy of Pandemic, which I think that was $3.99 as well. Complete goes for about 25, I think, maybe a little bit less. Probably have to FBA that as well. And then some games I got from somewhere else. I got Pecking Order from Goodwill. That was 90 cents, I think. Looks like it goes for about 25, 30, but it might not be that popular. Couple copies of Milborn's Collector's Edition. I think they're just still only floating around 12 or 15 bucks, so I think it's something else I'm gonna have to FBA. Got a copy of Stratego, the vintage game collection version. I think I already have 3 or 4 of them. They sell, but it's a little slow. I think it's about 35. Got a copy of Vinci, which I've never heard of, or Vinci. At a local thrift store for $4. I think I was missing like a couple pieces that there's 1,000 of like the same pieces, so I think it's a big deal. Looks like it could go for about 40, 50, 60. I'm not really sure. Another copy of Pizza Party and something called The Generals Electronic Strategy. Got that with one of those iPods. I think I paid $1 maybe. Looks like you could go for 20, looks like you could go for 50. We'll have to see, I haven't checked if it works yet. Let's move these big giant games. Over here, got some Polaroid cameras. Got a 600, Sun 600, a Spectra camera. I'm not really sure the model. It's kind of a weird one. They wanted to sort of mimic this camera over here. Kind of opens up like that. I haven't had one of these in a while. I think I sold one for 35 last time I did. I'm not sure how much it goes for now. And then Polaroid SX70, really nice condition. Paid $5 for that. Usually sell them for about 125, 130. So happy about that. And then they're on top of some balance boards that came with these Wii's. I really didn't want them, but it was kind of a package deal, so I had to take them. I remember last year I sold some with copies of Wii Sports for, I don't know, 35, 40, and then after shipping, I think I maybe made, I don't know, $5 each, barely. Yeah, so let's get to these giant piles of games and stuff. We got Mario Kart 64, paid $9 at Goodwill. It's already sold for 60, I think. Gundam Zeonic Front, should give about 20 for that. Sealed copy of Elmo's A to Zoo Adventure with the sleeve, goes for about 25. I usually sell used ones for about, I think, like 15, 16. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, which I think was part of last week's video. I just had forgotten to, forgot in my car. I think this is Animal Crossing, Wild World. Yep. Family Feud for Wii. Axis and Allies paid $2 at Goodwill, or $1.80 after discount. Goes to about 30 usually. I got the Crash Bandicoot 2 and Crash Bandicoot 3 at Savers, $3.99 each. They go for about 15, 20, I believe. And then I got Wrath of Cortex at Savers. I think most of these came with one of the Wii. We got a Family Game Night, Mario, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Wii Play, another copy of Wii Play. I think there's actually 3 copies, but that might have been between 2 Wiis. The other one was broken though. My Fitness Coach, Backyard Baseball '09, Just Dance 2014. I think that's sold for $5. Wipeout 2, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Nintendo Selects version of Wii Sports, NHL 2K10, Game Party, Bogey Superstar, Just Dance 2. I think that's sold for 4. M&M's Kart Racing, Quantum of Solace randomly actually did come with those. Got this at another yard sale for $4. Far Cry 4. This is already sold for 11. NBA 2K13, I think that's also sold for like 11. Naked Brothers Band. Playmobil Circus, which I didn't know was a thing. Just Dance 4, another copy of Just Dance 4, which I do believe came from the same lot. And then over here, start the smaller stack. Link's Crossbow Training, I think that came with that stuff. Couple copies of Wii Sports. 1 yard sale, she said people had already stopped and bought a lot of games. I was very surprised to find some of these. There's a couple more at the bottom there that are included. I think I paid $14 altogether for these. Resident Evil 2 complete, Dune 2000 complete, Alien Resurrection, it's only about $9, but complete. Spec Ops Ranger Elite sealed, which I think that's only actually $9 as well. And then a couple copies of Wii Sports Resort. And I think this was the best I'd gotten. This was a mix of Wii and GameCube stuff that came with one of those white Wiis. It's Super Mario Sunshine that sold for $40. Attack the Great Juju Challenge. Lego Harry Potter Years 5 to 7. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Lego Lord of the Rings. Avatar: The Burning Earth. Animal Crossing complete with the memory card and everything. Should get about $20 for that. Kirby's Air Ride, which is almost a $50 game now, which is surprising. It was about $30 last time I had a copy. It's floating around 40-ish right now. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, X-Men Legends, Teen Titans, The Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, Nicktoons Unite, Narnia, Knockout Kings 2003, New Super Mario Bros. Wii complete. This actually got another yard sale for $1, Little Big Planet Game of the Year edition. I'm going to swap this out. I have the standard edition. I never got the DLC. Just Dance 3, Avatar Into the Inferno, Carnival Games, Just Dance, Carnival Mini Golf, Our House Party, and then these are the two I mentioned earlier. Sealed copy of Splinter Cell for PS2, you get about $25 for that, and a sealed copy of Medal of Honor European Assault, I think it's about $35 on that. And yeah, I actually was surprised that there wasn't like a copy of Melee or Star Fox or something in there as well. But yeah, I was pretty happy about it in general. Yeah, I think that's it. I think there's actually a copy of Yahtzee Folio over there I got for $4 at Savers. Usually floats around 35. And yeah, now I think that's officially it. So yeah, a lot of stuff. So like, subscribe, comment, share, and see everybody in a week or two. Bye.